Hey Greg, Demetrius here. So this is a quick video I told you I'd put together for you, and I noticed on your website it said you serviced Chicagoland and um, Gary, Indiana, kind of Northwest Indiana and whatnot. But I wanted to focus on Chicago for this video just because it was larger, kind of metro area, more search, things like that. So I just want to kind of give you an example here, and this kind of just give you a good idea of potential business that you are missing out on. So what I did is I typed in drain cleaning Chicago, right? Because that was one of the highest searched terms in the area. And so when I did that, you notice a couple of businesses right at the top here: J. Blanton Plumbing and Four Seasons. Right, these guys are running some Google ads, and so these guys are essentially paying to turn the faucet on. Right, pun and no pun intended. Right, when they're spending this ad money, they have hopefully have some leads flowing in. But let's say they have a couple of bad months and then want to turn the faucet off per se, right? Stop spending money on ads. What happens to their lead flow? Right, it dries up, stops, goes bye-bye. And so one of the things I wanted to talk about why it's important to build up your online presence is because you essentially have the faucet running 24/7, 365, right? And so the first step is getting your Google business profile set up, and it's free to do, right? And you want to eventually get into this space here. Now this is called the map pack, right? And this is in prime real estate because 7 out of 10 people that are looking for any service, whether it's drain cleaning or having a fence built or painting, whatever, right, are going to stop in this space here. And so if your business is one of the three that shows up here, there's a pretty good chance that you're going to get that phone call or that click on your website, or they're going to fill out a contact form on your website to solicit you for their services. And so, this is some big money real estate right here, right? Even more so than this. And again, like I said, you need to create a Google business profile, but you need to fully optimize it. And what I mean by that is, fill out all of the information that you can on there, right? And so there's a section where you can put business description and use up as much of that space on there, right? I think it's like 750 characters or something like that. Use all of that space, right? And include some of the keywords that you want to rank for, right? So in this case, right, like I just told you that drain cleaning Chicago is one of the highest search terms in the area. So use that, right? And fill it out in your name, your address, your phone number, your website, right, and all of those things, and just take up as much of that space as possible, right? Because if Google is giving you opportunities to talk about yourself, you should use all of those opportunities, right? Next thing I want to talk about is reviews. Now you notice here, right, like Roto-Rooter, obviously, because they're large franchise business, these guys got thousands of reviews and they've been around for a while. But you look at these other guys, All Rooter, 67 reviews, J Sewer and Drain, 92. I mean, that's a lot, but it's not, it's not attainable, right? You could easily get 60, 90 reviews in a year if you hit it right. And so, the reviews are social proof, right? It shows that you're good at what you do and you do a good job. And then lastly, you want to get photos, man. Before and after photos are huge, especially in the sewer and drain space, right? Because people want to see that, hey, you can get the job done, right? And then last but not least is citations. And so citations are anywhere that your name, address, and phone number show up on the web. And you can do that all over the place, right? Like think of Yelp or Dex Yellow Pages. Even your Facebook business profile will give you a citation, right? And so the more of those you can get set up and get out, right, you expand your your business reach on the web, right? It shows Google that you have taken the time to put yourself out in all of these different spaces on the web, and it makes you look like an authority in your space, in your local market, right? In this case, Chicago. And so those are citations, right? Your name, address, and phone number. The next thing I'm going to talk about is organic listings. And so that's these here. And these are businesses that have taken time with SEO to rank their web page, right? And I say web page and not website because there's a difference, right? A website contains all of the web pages. This is just one web page on their website. And the thing about this, right, is Google's really an open book test, and it'll show you what needs to be done to beat out your competitors so that you can start heading them out and kind of competing in that space, right, and getting some of that market share that these guys are currently getting. And success leaves clues, right? And so we can go and take a look and see what these guys are doing, and then really just kind of mimic and maybe go beyond what our competition's doing to get the same results, right, or better, right, or hedge them out. And so let's take a look at this ABC Plumbing and see what these guys are doing, right, because they're obviously doing something right. And so the first thing I want to do is take a look here. So again, like I mentioned, right, this is a sub page of theirs, right? This is not their main page. So these guys obviously, serve, again, kind of like you, right? Chicagoland and suburbs, right? And so this is not their home page. This is a sub page, service page. But that being said, rules still apply. So you look at the top here, call to action, right? Got a phone number listed, because when a potential customer is needing your services, they already know they need you. They need to know how to get a hold of you, and putting your phone number right at the top of the page is the easiest way to do that, right? And they also have contact us. They also have a contact form literally right here, right? So there's nothing to think of. It takes all the guesswork out of it, right? Now, half of ranking a web page is content. And you'll notice right here, these guys are telling Google what they're about, right? Chicago Drain Cleaning Services. And again, like I said, that was one of the keywords, right? And so you want to include as much content as possible on each page. Because again, right, authority. It's about establishing authority, becoming the top guy in your space. And you do that with content, right? And so you want to build out as much content as possible. And you look at this guy's site here, and go as we scroll down the page, look at how many times they mention, drain cleaning, Chicago, right? All of these things. Pretty well done job here, and the results show, right? That's why these guys are sitting here. And so let's go take a look at your site, right? And kudos to you. You did a good job here of getting, call to action with your phone number. But one thing that is lacking, right, is content. Because you have the call to action there. You got phone number here, right? Click here to get a free quote. But you're lacking content, right? I think total, just on this home page here, you maybe have 50 words of content. And that's being pretty generous, right? Google likes to usually see anywhere between 750 to, I've done some sites with clients that are as much as like 2,500 or 3,000 words of content just on the home page, right? Again, because it's about establishing that authority. And then for services, and I noticed that your site was built on Wix, so really with the, all these tabs, you think you have different pages, but really it's just one big landing page. So like as I click here on services, see it just drops down, right? So in Google's eyes, this is all really just one page. And again, like I talked about, building out content and having multiple pages. So really you want each service that you offer, drain cleaning, sewer line cleaning, clog removal, camera inspection, maintenance, each of those should be its own page, right? And build it out with content, right? Just like these guys did. This is just drain cleaning, right? They have more content on this one page than you do on your entire site. And so again, that's why they get the nod from Google. Oh, hey, these guys must know what they're talking about and know what they're doing, because they have a lot of content, right? And so we got to kind of change this thing around. And it looks like, possibly could have done this yourself or had a friend do it. But honestly, Wix is not one of the best sites to, best programs to have your website built on. But we can talk about that later. Last but not least is backlinks. And backlinks are essentially votes to your site, but not all votes are created equal. And so you can take a look here and see that these guys, just for this page, right? Remember, it's a sub page. That's not their main homepage. But for that page that's ranking on Google, they have 9 backlinks. And out of those 9 backlinks, only a couple of them are really sending votes to their site, and that's giving them, a lot of votes here, and that's pushing them up, right? And the best way to explain that is the more relevant the backlinks, the more votes you get to your site. And say, for example, if you're linking to, another sewer and drain company or a blog or something like that talks about, sewer and drain services, you're going to get more votes than if you were to link to, say, Pizza Hut, right? Because you're not in the business of slinging pizzas. And so, taking a look at your site, you got 2 backlinks, and really one is only sending votes to your site, and it's not doing much. You're not even getting any traffic from it, right? And so, essentially, you have a business with your website that's on a dead end street, and no one's seeing it, right? And so, so it's not helping you. And again, like I talked about at the beginning, right? You want that thing to be a faucet for you, right? Where it's steady flowing and providing you leads day in and day out, month in and month out, year in and year out, right? And what does that look like for your business as that, starts to grow? So one last thing, I just want to show you this real quick, but these are some of the keywords that they rank for, right? And so a good rule of thumb for this is, these are total volume here for each keyword. So like drain cleaning Chicago, right? This one here gets 150 hits a month. And sitting in third position, these guys getting 21 clicks a month of traffic to their site for that one keyword, just that one, right? Now you start adding all these up, and depending on what position they're in, right, you look at their traffic. But what that starts doing, it allows you to start getting some predictability in your business and your bottom line, right? Because I know if, say, I have 50 or 70 or 100 hits to my site a month, and that's not including filling out contact forms or phone calls, things like that, right? What does that start to do to your bottom line when you know that, okay, I can expect I'm gonna get 35 brand new calls this month, right? It can really be a game changer for your business. So really the key takeaways here, man, that I want you to really think about is Google Business Profile, right? Getting that set up, and citations, name, address, phone number over the web. Next thing is the website, right? Content. Got to get more content on here, and we got to change the layout of this site, right? Because really, right now it's just a one pager, and we gotta change that up so you can add more content, right? And then last but not least is backlinks. So citations, content, and backlinks, man. I do this for clients all over the country. If you want to know more, man, and really kind of blow your business up and start making some real money, give me a shout, man, and we can talk more. Thanks.